Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Hanal with Great Millstone Borderland Saints of El Paso, Texas. Welcome to another video, and as always, before I get started, I want to give all honor and all praise and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Quadash. Also, double honors to the head apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all sincere Akim. Keep believing, keep teaching, and keep preaching, whether they hear or whether they forbear. And we'll be taking our lesson today from Isaiah, the 64th chapter. All right, we'll get started there as the Lord give grace and guidance. It says, "Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens, and that thou wouldest come down, and the mountains may flow down at thy presence. As when the melting fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil, to make thy name known to thine adversaries, that the nations may tremble at thy presence. When thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down, the mountains flowed down at thy presence. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Yahweh, besides thee, what he hath prepared for him that waiteth for him." All right, so what we are looking for is what the Lord has prepared for his saints, for the 144,000 hopeful elect, and those of you that are scattered out throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so the Lord's prepared something special for you. All right, a new heavens and a new earth is waiting for you. But you're going to have to go through some tribulation. Okay, no good thing comes easy. All right, nothing, whether it be in this present world or whether it be in the next world, the new heavens and the new earth, it's not going to come easy. All right, some sacrifices has to be made, you see. And the Lord is looking for us to do that through holiness and righteousness. He's looking for us to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is our reasonable service. Okay, that's a reasonable service. The Lord's not asking anything special about it, you see. He's only asking that you be like him. All right, holy, be righteous, and to be just. And it says in the fourth verse, in the fifth verse, thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness. Those that remember thee in thy ways, behold, thou art wroth. For we have sinned in those is continuance, and we shall be saved. So let me read that again. It says, thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness. Those that remember thee in the way, behold, thou art wroth. For we have sinned in those in continuance, and we shall be saved. You see, so the Lord's having mercy on you, even though we're not deserving of it. All right, because he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that he would save a remnant of you. All right, and that's what we're looking for today, having hope. All right, and an atonement through Yahweh Shai. All right, that we will become sons and daughters of the Most High and be just like him, having angelic bodies and so forth. All right, having immortality. All right, living forever. You see, there would be no death there. And it says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. So we sinned. All right, we went off, you see, but through the Lord's tender mercies, you see, and because he loved his wife, the Israelites, he's chosen to have mercy on us, you see. So that's what the Lord is requiring, is that we be holy. But even when we do that, all of our righteousness that we do is unclean to Yahweh. Okay? So who do we need? We need Yahweh Shai. That's who we need. Okay? We need to hear him. All right? So we'll know what's going on, what's happening. All right? And it says, and there is none that calleth upon thy name that stirreth up himself to take hold of thee. For thou hast hid thy face from us and hast consumed us because of our iniquities. So we've suffered, all right, through the Assyrian Babylonian Empire for our wickedness. You see, we suffered up under King Nebuchadnezzar. All right, and the Lord killed off a lot of us, put us in the grave for our evil and our wickedness. The same with the Persian Medes up under King Cyrus. You see, the Lord did the same thing because we didn't learn our lesson. Did the same thing to the Greeks. All right, up under Alexander the Great, destroyed and killed us. You see. And the Lord, he'll do the same thing again if we don't hear up under this empire. All right. The Roman Empire, the last of those 4 empires in Daniel's dream, in the Daniel 7th chapter. You see, the Lord will bring punishment on us if we don't wake up and hear him. Okay. So that's what this lesson is about. It's about his grace and the favor that he's shown to the Israelites. Okay, but we need to be calling on the Lord, making some prayers to him and asking him for some help, not to remove his spirit from us. All right, these are things we need to be thinking on daily, how we're going to present ourselves holy and righteous and just before the Lord, doing his will, loving one another, you see. So that's what the Lord is calling for us to do. All right. When it says in the 7th verse, and there is none that calleth upon thy name. You see, most of the people for years have been calling on a false name. They haven't been calling on Yahweh. You see, they haven't been calling on Yahweh Shai, his son. You see, they've been calling on all kind of different false gods and false names. Jesus Christ and Allah and all of that, you see. Buddha, all these different strange gods that you've been serving. All right. And still the Lord's arm and his hands is stretched out still for you to come to him. All right, so that he can redeem you and bring you back into your first estate of holiness and righteousness. Okay, but if you stay evil, you're going to be destroyed. So I'm required to tell you that. All right, to change, to repent. All right, because you don't want to be caught up in that nuclear winter that's going to happen here fairly soon. All right, so the Lord's giving you a warning. Okay, you're in Jacob's trouble. You're coming into a famine of the word. You see, all of these are prophesied by the prophets. You see, you're going to come into that MOTB where they're going to try to put that RFID microchip and make you ownership of the devil. You see, so you're going to be tried and tested. All these things are happening, and they happen very quickly. So we, just as those things are happening and these prophecies are unfolding very quickly, we should be double time very quickly getting close to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, being holy and righteous according to these holy scriptures. All right, now let's get in there and read our Bibles every day, praying to the Lord, okay, begging the Lord for his Holy Spirit. And it says in the 8th verse, but now, O Yahweh, thou art our Father, we are the clay, and thou our potter, and we are all the work of thine hand. So we're all the work of the Lord's hand, predestinated, some to destruction and some predestinated to live forever and to be righteous. Okay? But there's a requirement. We have to believe, all right, what the Lord has said that he will do and not let sin take advantage of us. All right? So we have to ask the Lord for power to do his will. Okay? And do it. Just be obedient. That's the simplicity of the kingdom that you could come into if you keep these things in mind. All right? When the devil talk to you, rebuke the devil. He'll flee from you. Okay? Your family come the wrong way, rebuke them. Friends, and all of that, you see. You don't have family, you got to put this over them. All right? Being holy and righteous and doing his will. And then it says in the 9th verse, be not wroth very sore, O Yahweh, neither remember iniquity forever. Behold, see, we beseech thee, we are all thy people. So we asking and begging the Lord, all right, for some mercy. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, because this fleshly body is always in sin. Okay, it's always lusting against the Holy Spirit to do something evil and wicked. And we just have to have a change of heart and a change of mind that we're going to serve the Lord. Okay, give him your time. Give him some time, you see. Give him all your time, you see. And he'll give you all his, you see, because eternity is in his power. All right, man can't give you that. He can't give you immortal bodies, you see. But you have to move by faith. You can't see it. But if you move by faith and you do his will, you will receive it. Okay, because it's written. All right, that's what's written. And then it says in the 10th verse, the holy cities are a wilderness. Zion is a wilderness. Jerusalem, a desolation. Okay, because we sin, you see. So the Lord, he's punished us for our evil and our wickedness. And now he's given us an opportunity in these last days to get it right. Okay, he's brought us through reincarnation. All right, remember who you are and get it right this time. All right, read these scriptures so you know how to live and be holy. All right, and it says, our holy and our beautiful house where our fathers praised thee is burned up with fire, and all our pleasant things are laid waste. That was because of disobedience, because of adultery and idolatry, serving false gods, lying, murder, stealing, and all of that. Okay, the Lord's looking for us to change. Set your eyes on things above and not things on the earth. All right, we see what the devil is doing out here. Okay, setting traps for you, all of that. Okay, we see all these things happening. All these prophecies are coming to pass. All right, we see the administration, how they're mistreating you. Okay, and they hold themselves not accountable. All right, as well as you women. All right, you need to change and do things Yahweh's way. There's a blessing in doing things the way Yahweh and Yahweh Shai tell you to do things. You see, then you won't be complaining so much. You got to get on his side. All right, you're complaining, I hear you. All over the internet, all on social media and Facebook, complaining. You see, wondering when the Lord is going to send you a husband. You see, but you're asking amiss because you're not doing what the Lord told you to do. All right, you have to when you ask the Lord for something, you need to be doing his will, because the Lord does not hear the prayers of sinners. He don't hear you. All right, so you can't get a man because you're not living right. You're sinning, you see. The Lord will send you a holy, righteous man, But you got to get on Yahweh's side and Yahweh's Shah's side. You can't be on Jesus Christ's side, serving false gods. That's the reason those gods are false. They don't hear you. Okay? That's where you're in error at. All right? You men, the Lord will send you a good woman, but you got to get right with the Lord. Do his work and do his will. Put him first. All right? Make sure you're going out on these streets and highways and byways and preaching this gospel. Okay? That's what he told. That's your duty as a man. All right? To raise your children up in the admonition of the Lord. All right? Instruct your wives. All right? You're supposed to be the head, not the woman. The devil got you doing things backwards. You see? You men out there sleeping with men, you're doing things backwards. You women sleeping with women, you're doing things backwards. All right? You children coming out calling yourself transgender, you're doing things backwards. All right? And that's the reason why you're suffering. You know, when you get right with the Lord will take that heavy hammer off of you. You see? As long as you're doing wicked, you're going to bring that hammer down on you. Okay, so let's make a change. That's what this is all about. Ask the Lord, asking Yahweh for some help. Okay, but you got to show him that you mean it by doing his will. All right? He told you women to love your husbands. Children, obey your parents. Husband, love your wives. You see? Love Yahweh. All right? The Israelites as a whole, you should love Yahweh. All of you. From the father all the way down to the little children. Women, uncles, aunts, grandmama, granddaddy, whoever they are. Okay, cousins, you all need to be doing the Lord's will. All right. Listen to these videos and we'll give you some instruction here at Great Millstone. All right. And the Lord, he'll bless you and give you eternal lives, give you rulership in the new heavens and the new earth. All right. You see, and then the Lord will not refrain himself from you, nor will he withhold peace. You see, and he'll bring that affliction off of you. It says in the last two verses of Isaiah 64 and 11 and 12, our holy and our beautiful house, where our fathers praised thee, is burned up with fire, and all our pleasant things are laid waste. You see, that's because of wickedness. Wilt thou refrain thyself for these things, O Lord? Wilt thou hold thy peace and afflict us very sore? Yes, he will, because his word is out there. But he has some grace for you. Okay, that's already been prophesied. All right, he has some grace for you. All right, and we're going to go over to Isaiah, and we're going to look at Isaiah the 14th chapter. See what what the Lord has to say there. I believe it is Isaiah. Maybe it's Isaiah 41. I might have that turned around. Let's look over there and see what it says. If I have that wrong, then I have to give you an apology, but I'm going to look over there at Isaiah 41 and see what it says. Okay, this is Isaiah 41. All right, we're going to read a little bit there, what the Lord has to say there, and we'll see what the Lord is doing for those of you who choose to live right and to be holy. Okay, it says in Isaiah 41, keep silence before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. You see? Being holy, being righteous, showing equity. All right, that's what the Lord's looking for. Looking for you to be just, righteous, and a holy people. All right. And then it says, who raised up the righteous man from the east, called him to his foot, gave the nations before him, and made him rule over kings. He gave them as the dust to his sword, and as driven stubble to his bow. You see? So you don't want to be on the wrong side. The Lord will destroy you for being evil. You want to be holy and be righteous. You see, because the Lord, he'll pursue the wicked and destroy them. Okay, so you don't want to be destroyed. You want to be holy. Okay, because he's a king of kings. All right, he's a king of terror too. He's a death angel, Yahweh Shai. He'll destroy you for not doing his Father's will. Okay, he give you grace, but to get that grace, you got to be holy and righteous. It says he pursued them and passed safely, even by the way that he had not gone with his feet. Who have wrought and done it, calling the generations from the beginning. I, the Lord, the first, and with the last, I am he. You see, the isles saw it and feared. The ends of the earth were afraid, drew near and came. They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his neighbor, be of good courage. All right, that's what we're talking about. Being of good courage. All right. Making a change. Have courage in the Lord. All right. That's what it's going to take. Okay. You're going to need some boldness. The Holy Scriptures say that the righteous are as bold as lions. All right. So you're going to need some boldness and some courage. All right. To make it in this way. And it says, so the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smothereth with the hammer, him that smote the anvil, saying, it is ready for the soldering. And he fasteneth it with nails, that it should not be moved. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou, whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. All right, so the Lord has chosen you. Okay, you're a chosen priesthood, a royal priesthood. You see, you're a peculiar people. All right, that's how you should be living. People should see you as peculiar. Why? Because you're not running to rioting. You're not lying, stealing, and murdering. You're out on the streets preaching. Your women are in line with your husbands. You see? All of that. Your children are obedient. You see? When people see that, they see something different. They want to do the same thing. You have to have the stronger personality. And the way to have a stronger personality is to be in holiness and righteousness. Okay, you should be different, a peculiar people. And then it says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I'm Yahweh. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. You see, so if the Lord, if he picks you up in his hand, you're good. You see, you happy, you feeling good now. You see, but if you evil, look out, you got a recompense coming. Okay? The Lord will burn you out, put you in a grave, give you an early grave. You see? You want to live right, so be doing the Lord's work so you can, the Lord will keep you going, you see. Even if he bring you into the grave, he'll still bring you out with a strong arm. All right? But if you're wicked, you're in trouble. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. All right? That's the God of Israel. You don't want to fall into the hands of the God of Israel and have him angry at you. Okay? So let's wake up. Time to wake up out of sleep. And it says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They should be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. All right, so you don't want to perish. All right, the Lord's word is these scriptures, and whatever he says written here is what it's going to be. Don't listen to the devil. All right, telling you do what you want to do. See, it's your thing. Don't listen to that. All right, you do what the Lord told you to do according to these holy scriptures. It says, thou shalt seek them, and thou shalt not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. All right, so when you live right, the Lord will help you. Okay, but those that are wicked, he's going to destroy them. Okay, that's what this is going into. You see? Because you can't fight with the devil. It's too strong for you. He's this devil is that with all these armies, you see, he's the Lord's sword. All right. And the Lord will put hatred in his heart against you. All right, and destroy you. But if you're in holiness and righteousness, you can't destroy the spirit. Okay? So don't fear man, fear Yahweh. All right? And then it says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So don't fear. You don't have nothing to worry about if you're in Yahweh Shai. But if you are evil, you got a lot to worry about. All right? A whole lot. And it says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. Okay, so when you're righteous and holy, then you got some bragging rights. You see, you can talk something, you can say something. People will listen. People are tired of evil and wickedness. They're tired of murderers and liars and thieves. They don't want to talk to people like that. They try to avoid you. But when you're holy and righteous, you see, and you live in the way the Lord told you to live, you're going to have some fame. You see, somebody's going to see that and want to change. All right. And then it says, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue faileth for thirst, I, the Lord, will hear them. I, the power of Israel, will not forsake them. So Yahweh said, I won't forsake you if you're holy. If you're righteous, you're covered. You got Yahweh Shai on your side. All right. That's equivalent to that blood that was on the doorpost. You see, when the Lord sent them death angels and destroyed in the land the wicked. Yahweh Shai blood does that for you today. Okay? So when he sees a Yahweh Shai in you, then you have a covering. All right? He recognizes that. All right? And you will not be destroyed. It says, I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys, and I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. You see, so Yahweh do miracles for you when you do his will. You see, he'll bring you by, feed you. My people shall eat. My people shall drink. They're going to be fed and taken care of. You see? And if you're wicked, you're going to be doing some suffering. Excuse me, it's winter time, so I got a little cough there. It says, and I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittim tree, and the myrtle and the oil tree. And I will set in the desert the fir tree, and the pine and the box tree together. They may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of Yahweh have done this, and the Holy One of Israel have created it. All right. So let's live holy. Let's have hope. All right. Let's move by faith in Yahweh Shai. So your Redeemer has paid the price for you. And the most beautiful thing you can do is follow his path. All right. Romans 12:1. Let's go over there and read that. And then we're going to close this thing up. We're going to read Romans 12:1. What you should be doing. Us, we, the children of Israel. All right. We're going to read what it says. Come straight out of the Holy Scriptures. All right. This is Romans 12:1. It reads, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that which is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. You see, when you do that, then you get that grace. All right? That's where that grace come in. And that's how you're going to be saved. All right, through Yahweh Shai, through that grace. All right, he's paid the price for you. All you got to do is get in it. Get into his spirit. Okay, and you'll live. For those of you who were not here and forbear, the Lord's going to destroy you. Point blank, you've been warned. That's what the Lord told me to tell you in the story. All right. Now we're going to stop there. We're going to give all honor, all praise, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Kodash. Live holy. All right. It's written, 1 Peter 1:16, be ye holy, for I am holy. That means to be separate. All right. All right. Separate yourself from the world and live according to these holy scriptures. All right. And again, we're going to give honor to the head apostles and elder bishops with a great millstone who teaching real well. All right. Peace, blessings, and safety to all of you who are of the tabernacle of David. Shalom and a Bababa.